Time for our Saturday showcase presented by 5 Hour Energy. A packed house at Thompson Bowling Arena as the Volunteers roll in. As I mentioned, a 5-game winning streak. They hope to pull an upset here today against the #2 team in the country. There's a good amount of Kentucky blue in here. Pull-up jumper. Kidd-Gilchrist knocks it down. Boy, good offense. Lamb coming off the bench in that Auburn game for the first time this year and coming off quickly off the bench here. Well, that's something that you can't do inside against this kid. Ninth block shot of the year, and that ties a freshman record at Kentucky. The window, and the rebound comes off the Lamb.
And a terrific job by Anthony Davis not to foul. He's only picked up his 4th foul 3 times this year.
Davis got too far underneath, but he found the handball.
Well, you see Anthony Davis throw up a wall right there. He doesn't foul. Again, he's so much more than a shot blocker. He's the defensive player of the year in the nation to this point. But then his ability to run and soft.
Even in that game at the 11-minute mark, it was a 2-point game. And then they started to pull away. A tough week on the road before they head home to Lexington. Woolridge trying to stay with Jones. He got down low. Kenny Hall got a hand on it. Comes free to Kidd-Gilchrist, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Skyler McBee had it blocked from the outside, and Terrence Jones trying to run it down the other way, and he's fouled already here in the first half.
Or the recovery of Terrence Jones, a right-handed shooter and a left-handed Iowa State.
Let's see how he matches up. His first appearance in the ball uniform. Backs away a little bit. Maybe should have come to the ball.
It may not change for very long because he's not in condition.
They did a better job defensively that time, but it's still tipped in. I think it was Terrence. Look at the basket. I don't think there's been one so far.
Get a screen for Deron Lamb. You know, that's the guy.
And he goes back to Davis.
Play call after timeouts. ATOs. Keep track of them. Red, you have to always know that Kentucky, when Anthony Davis gives it up, hold it, guys, right there. He's going on a rim run. Sometimes it's off of a screen, sometimes it's not. But off that dribble handoff action, it is a rim run, a straight. All have had more talent than anyone else.
Kentucky with a different cast of characters last year made the Final Four. Here's Wilcher with a block. Trying to cut the lead down to 1. Or tie it with a 3. That's a strong drive by Teague, and he does cut it to 1. You got in there with Wilcher, Kidd-Gilchrist, and the upperclassman's the guy that's got the ball. Darius Miller with a hook shot.
Brad, that right there is fighting for your spot. Miller. Brad, the equation hasn't changed. Davis is on the bench. If you're Tennessee, can you score inside? The T.
Here comes the technical. Fans were waiting for it during the last time out, and now they get it.
Well, they're going to have to draw. They're going to have to make sure Cal gets backed off. He was walking away from the official. And Roger Ayers saw something from the far side of the floor and stuck him. And right now, the assistant coaches need to make sure Cal doesn't pick up another.
Pick and roll. Davis got it back and finger rolls it in.
We had several guys in this game. I believe 9 of them all.
Golden, a lot of dribbling. Lays it off for Tatum. He's going to drive inside. Had it rejected by Jones. Didn't go quite with enough authority. And just was Tatum fadeaway jumper won't go. And it's going to be a long rebound to Lamb. And he's got troops with him, but he'll do it himself. And Jones will follow with a flush.
Boy, 4 blue jerseys around the rim for Teague.
And that is 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to hustle. Teague, in the last instant, got it up and in.
That is beautiful basketball by Marcus Teague. Well, that's no match now.
And he gives it up this time. Good look on the pass, but it's broken up and intercepted. And Kidd-Gilchrist with a scoop shot and a foul by Davis.
Brad, what a play by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. To rip on one end because they get their first one. That's a dunk waiting to happen if Gilchrist isn't there and understands white line defense. And Anthony Davis' ability to...
Welcher outside, takes the 3 and got it.
Yeah, did not alligator arm the shot because sometimes he will of those opportunities. If they do, their season will be changed.
Here's Davis on a drive and a foul. Davis exerting himself offensively in this half, and they're going to need him.
Kid really plays loose and toughness.
Again, a week ago, he turned 18. Deron Lamb, pull-up jumper. And that is his first.
What's your bailout? He had no idea.
Terrence Jones on the low block, number 3 against number 3. And Jones is going to win that, and Woolridge with the foul. So Woolridge did not do well on either end in that particular instance. He missed a couple of three-pointers, and then the foul on Terrence. Here's a backdoor cut by Kidd-Gilchrist, and that time he finished it off right in Tatum's face.
John Calipari knows where he wants that basketball. He goes to him on the previous possession and Michael's footer, but he comes right back and makes the play call. Puts Anthony Davis as a 5, driving it at a 4-man. That's hard to defend when you have a post up top trying to cover a passer.
Kidd-Gilchrist working against Richardson. Davis on the pick and roll, and look out below. Hits the deck. Tatum on the drive. Swatted down by Davis. McPhee. Lamb on a pick and roll to Davis. Stokes is there, but he got it back up and in.
Remember I talked about putting Anthony Davis in on-ball screening action for a few minutes at a time? Calipari
shoot until under the 5-minute mark.
That's what he wants. Again, he's bringing Anthony Davis up as the on-ball action guy to get the offense going.
Kidd-Gilchrist, and he nails a 3, and the biggest lead of the ball game for Kentucky.
But Brad, that on in a couple of baskets, boom. There's the on-ball, and it spaces the defense, and it draws the defender on Kidd-Gilchrist just a little bit. The kickback pass from 1 to 5 drew that Tennessee defender.
He's going to lob it for Davis. Again, a tough catch just to get the ball. Missed the shot, though. Trying to keep it alive. And we're going to have a foul on Kentucky. And it's Terrence Jones, and he's done. That's big, especially if this thing goes an extra session. Terrence Jones is fouled out with 3:55 to go. Danny Hall missed a dunk. Ball comes off to Kidd-Gilchrist with 2 minutes to put the friendly confines of Rupp on Tuesday night, where they've got a 44-game winning streak. We'll be there. We hope you join us for that one on Super Tuesday. Davis, what a tough shot that was.
Special. That's why the next number 1 this evening, John Calipari and his Wildcats walked into an empty Thompson-Boling Arena and talked to us about, are we going to be able to negate physical play? Because that was a physical defensive play that 34 Mayman was putting on Anthony our free throws.
They are the top free throw shooting team in the conference. And there's the quick foul.
1 does no harm. It's still a 2-possession game. 2 makes. Kentucky's feeling pretty good with 36.1 to go.
Yep. Lamb had his first 2 just moments ago, but he had to kind of urge one of those in. And this one comes out. Tennessee's got a shot.
They don't need to settle for a bad 3, but
that's a good 3.
A bad 3 that's a good 3.
Tatum, his 3rd of the day.
Be the tough guy right now to try to close this thing out on the road.
You would say Lamb normally because he's an 83% free throw shooter, but he missed the last one. Now, timeout.
They turned down Teague. Darius Miller had Teague open. He had Teague open and turned him down. Teague at 89.
Or tried to, and they don't have any timeouts, so it's coming in.
And it's a foot race. The way Kentucky's lined up, you're just going to have guys making V-cuts, a foot race to get the ball.
Kidd-Gilchrist, and he gives it up to Darius Miller. Miller on the dribble. Mayman's not going to foul him. Miller trying to get rid of it. And did, but got fouled as he got it to Lamb with 19.4.
And Brady's only taken 8 free throw attempts the last 5 ball games, so he's not real comfortable in terms of time spent at that free throw strike.
Been there and done that, though, in the past. He's a senior. This would make it a 2-possession game. This is the big one.
You've always heard me talk about it. It's not about your stroke and your technique. Are you tough enough to make a free throw right now?
Tough enough to make it both.
There you go.
2-possession game. Wildcats by 4. Trey Golden's going to have to push it.
They should drive this thing. Kentucky doesn't want to foul him.
They're looking for McBee for a three. And now Tatum a mile away. Rebound, Kidd-Gilchrist. Going to get hacked by Kenny Hall. That might just about do it.
That can't be what they wanted. Down 4. I'm not sure. I know it's under.
And Kidd-Gilchrist misses the free throw. But still, it's a 2-possession game already with 6.5 seconds. And all the Wildcats are backing up to midcourt, just getting out of the way.
Reggie, don't even get close to fouling if you're Kentucky right now. It's not going to matter.
Not going to matter now, and the Wildcats are going to survive. But boy, did they have their hands full with Tennessee today. Tatum will slam home the last shot. And Kentucky will win it on the road. 2 games in a row they went on the road, Auburn and then here, but they had to work for it. 65-62 is the final. That's going to wrap it up for Jimmy Dykes and our entire ESPN crew. I'm Brad Nessler. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, saying goodbye from Knoxville and sending it to North Carolina and Florida State for the Seminoles and the Tar Heels.